Hey everybody, it's Glidercat and it's time to play. We're back in Captain of Industry. We've got some error messages here up in the top right corner. We'll get to those in a second. I went through some of the notes from the first couple episodes of this season. Let's see, and I got some thoughts I want to share with you guys before we get started. I've been thinking about actually adding some more water collection over here by the village. Just don't want to get caught off guard if we hit a drought. Now, right now, this looks pretty darn good. But again, as we expand our civilization here, our colonists, I'm just afraid I'm going to lose track of this and then come up short on water. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but one thing we might do is add another water collector and then see if we can't add another pumps or a storage tank around here somewhere so that we just know we've always got water going into our village. Might not be the most urgent thing, but it's just been kind of on my mind as something I know I'm going to forget about if I don't do it soon or sooner. Then the other thing, let's see, we cleaned up the boosts on our kind of foundry operations over here. And we're getting ready to set up our second blast furnace. I need to pick a recipe while I'm talking about it. Might as well just do that right now. It's going to be iron again. So this one, yep. Let's see. That all looks good. I think that's all we need there. We'll add another metal caster. I always forget what this is called. We'll add another metal caster to that too, since those are both constructed now. Let's see. The other stuff I want to do, I really want to get fuel stations down. It looks so silly when we have excavators traveling across the map. I haven't even noticed it in this playthrough, but boy, I really remember last playthrough and it just looked goofy. So we'll see how those work and where to put them. Maybe we start with, I don't even know where the best place to start is to put one. Maybe over by the iron mine. And then also thinking about, and I think some people have suggested, adding some equipment over here, another excavator at least. And then we'll see if we need another truck or not. Our storage is filling up on its own here, but maybe once we get that second iron processing line fully operational, this will start to decline and we'll have a need for another excavator. So, and probably another truck too. I'm just not sure. This truck only has to make a short trip now, only to this loose storage. So maybe we could get by with one truck, but maybe another excavator. So that's on my mind. And then we were trying to get the cement operation up and running. We got a couple water collectors down, a tank, and our cement factory here, concrete mixer. So hopefully that will be up and running soon. And we may do another loose storage thing here so that the excavator and truck servicing this area always just keeps working on the sand mine. A little nervous long-term on this one about, the sand collapsing in on itself. So it said somewhere, I don't know if it was in the help or one of the dialogues that popped up here. I think it mentioned something about the, I just saw this. I thought it said bacon ready because I'm very food oriented. So I got hungry there for a second. Anyway, I thought there was something in there that mentioned that this sand can collapse in on itself a little easier than the rock or other materials. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. What else? I thought I had a couple more notes. Yeah, fuel stations, scale up the excavators, scale up the iron plates. We're in the process of doing that. And then obviously we've got to get the an electric assembly building down so we can start producing those building materials, the level 2 building materials. Looks like we must have just turned back on our maintenance depot. We don't have much in the way of stored up maintenance parts, so we'll have to keep that running. Food still looks awesome. And if you've been paying attention the last couple episodes, we've been kind of we did an experiment on a couple of the farms by having less of these, what do we call this? The green manure crop. We started out this season having less of those on a couple of the fields, and then we saw the fertility going down. And so now I'm kind of working my way back up to 100% fertility. And then we'll just alternate between a crop and this fertility cycle and a crop and a fertility cycle. So this one's got its way back up to 70. I think this had gotten down to 40 or 50. So this one's looking good. It's working its way back up. This one we kept with our original alternating plan right from the start, and it stayed pretty much at 90%, 100 the whole time. So I think this is the model we want to stick with. And then this one down here is another one we experimented with. Its fertility's down at 40%. We're going to try and get this guy back up to 100 as well. Since our food looks really good right now, I'm kind of trying to upgrade two of these 3 farms that are kind of low fertility. I'm trying to upgrade them both at one time. If we start coming up low on food, then we'll switch and just do one of these at a time. And then the other thing we saw regarding farms was we want to upgrade to the irrigated farms, and we set up a whole bunch of water collection over here to the bottom right of the farms. And eventually we'll pipe that into the irrigated farms, but we gotta get these construction part level 2s before we can upgrade these farms. And then hopefully, I don't know how this is going to work, but I don't know where the water connections are. So these, I put them fairly close together. You can see there is a road going through here that is being used. So I'm glad I left the gap. I didn't leave much gap between these two, but we'll see when we upgrade them where the inputs are going to be for the water connection. So hopefully this works out. It may not. Worst case, we'll have to tear down a farm and reorient it. Probably not the end of the world. Diesel production, as we go through the rest of the stuff here, diesel production, I think look at that. Looks pretty good. Might be worth having another tank or 2 of diesel to keep this production going. Let's take a quick look at our deposit and see how much we have left. Does it tell us? I know there's a way. Where does it tell us the deposit? Oh yeah, we're doing plenty good. We got 13,000 originally units of crude oil. I don't know what that is. Barrel, who knows? And we still got 12,319 left. So we're in good shape there. What else? Yeah, I see the fuel station research just completed. That's good. And yeah, I'm just looking at some notes here. Yeah, we already touched on building materials too. That's what we're going for. Eventually we'll be able to upgrade the dock here. Oh, been a bunch of discussion in the comments about this set of tanks here on the dock. So some folks have pointed out correctly that I believe this is the input for diesel fuel to help fuel the ship. And I mentioned in the comments that I kind of wish there was another collection of tanks. I don't know, maybe at the other end or somewhere. That would be a way where we can tap into the crude oil that's going to be coming in from the ship. So we haven't gotten to that in this playthrough yet, but eventually we're going to be going to an offshore oil rig and collecting a ton of oil. So I thought it'd be kind of cool if there were some tanks or here that we could just pipe into and then move our diesel manufacturing away from this limited oil deposit we've got here and set up diesel processing over here, and then having that extra set of tanks where we could tap into the crude oil supply being brought in by ship would have been kind of cool. But anyway, we'll figure that out later. The mining has been going a million times better than the first season. If you watched through that, that was fairly painful watching me dig through the dirt. Now, eventually we are going to need to dig through the dirt so we can get up this ridge here. Kind of this island is intentionally designed so that you have to kind of pile up some backfill dirt so you can access the lands kind of up the hill here on this plateau. So we haven't done that yet. Maybe, I was thinking it might make sense to have a little bit of digging into the dirt just to get that ramp started while we're looking, pretty good on iron. So I'm still kind of thinking about that. Again, right now we're just purely mining the iron ore, which is good, but we're not making any ground or much ground. I see there's a little bit of dirt here. So I do have a ramp here. Let's see. Backfill. Yeah. I've got a ramp that's going to get us up there. I believe that's going to get us up there, but there's a lot of dirt that's got to be delivered here to pull this off. And we're not really digging in the dirt too much. So we'll see how that plays out. We may get it from the sand mine, although that's a bit of a trek to haul that dirt over there. It's not horrible, but it's not great. So we'll play it by ear, but eventually we need dirt to fill up this ramp so we can access those higher lands. And then, oh yeah, the last thing I just wanted to note, I noticed watching the last video that my microphone is kind of dropping out. And, I'll be talking quiet and it just kind of fades off. I just had an upgrade on my microphone software. And every once in a while when that happens, the settings get kind of screwed up a little bit. So then I start tweaking them and things get worse. So I made some more tweaks. So hopefully it's better. My voice doesn't fade out. Let me go ahead and let's get started. Enough babbling. I'll unpause and let's take a look at what we've got going on here. We got to pick a new research. We've got the fuel station unlocked. Let's go pick a new one. What was it? Conveyor belts, right? I think that was the one we said is probably next. Let's do conveyor belts, and then we'll leave ship dock repair to come after that. Get that going. Not enough maintenance. We already saw that we've got the maintenance building turned on again, so that should recover. It's recovered pretty well. Yeah, it's already starting to recover. This recovered pretty well last time. All right, so we've got fuel stations. Let's try one of those, and then let's circle back and see if we can't double up our steel plate or iron plate production. But let's first try the fuel depot or whatever. Fuel station. Where is that guy? Here. Well, I guess we can't. Gotta get those level 2 construction parts. So maybe, yeah, let's do the other thing I mentioned, which is finishing up this iron line. And we're going to want to use this second iron line, I think mainly for, or a big part of it's going to be those level 2 construction parts. So let's see if I can find out what the recipe is on those. And for some reason, this playthrough, I'm not getting the, not finding the buildings as fast as I did last time. I don't know why. All right. This is what I want to see. Okay. Concrete slabs plus the regular construction parts gets us the other ones. All right. So let's just mimic what we've already got. I need another metal caster. I'm going to put it up here. Kind of want to leave room for the roads. There's another little experiment I was thinking of doing here too. I'm wondering if I can just branch off of this same, just for curiosity. I know I got this other port here, right? It's output port from the blast furnace. But I'm wondering if you can branch off of that same molten channel. Again, this is just for fun. I'm just curious if you can do it. Can you do something like this? Or is that just crazy? Let's try it. I know it's better to do it from here, but I just want to see if it works. You know, we could have done the same thing here. Add this fork and feed both of these metal casters. Anyway, we'll see how it works. If not, it's easy enough to connect that second line over to the channel here, molten channel. Anyway, so that's going there. Let's take a look at our cement stuff. I think we also talked about putting a dry storage here just to keep this excavator working. See how this guy's waiting? Maybe we can do that. Let's see. Where is... That says storage. Loose storage. You can store up to 180 loose products. Why don't we do it? We've been kind of doing it. Should this... Let's see. It's got inputs. It's got outputs. This sand is always going to be coming into this cement factory, right? Should it be like this? Right? And I guess we conveyor that. Let's do it. Plunk that guy down. We'll figure it out. I think I got all these trees already marked. Yeah, I do. So we got a few things laid down for construction. Yeah, the upgraded farms we saw matter of fact, we can't do a lot until we get those level 2 construction parts. And even our regular construction parts are kind of hurting. Oh, check it out. So this guy's got some molten metal waiting for him. So that's going to work. Now, I do have a concern about how I've got all of this laid out in terms of once we get conveyors, am I going to be able to make this all work? Feed into these assembly buildings. We'll have to wait and see. That's kind of cool, knowing that I can branch this off. Hopefully it splits it even. Oh, check that out. Yeah, it kind of does. Look at that. So that's kind of a neat little experiment. So you don't necessarily need to use both output ports. Mostly you would, but If you had a reason not to, it looks like you can just split off of the molten channel, probably any of these pipes. This guy's doing fine, it looks like. I don't see any backup. Getting rid of the exhaust. We turned off one of our charcoal plants. How are we doing on coal in general? 40. We can turn this one off too, probably, right? Let's do it. Let's pause this. That frees up a couple workers, and then let's take a truck or two off of tree harvesting. Matter of fact, do we need anybody doing tree harvesting? We need wood still for the construction parts. So we'll leave one truck going for now on that, since we've got the charcoal burners turned off. We'll see. If we come up short on wood, we'll know to go ahead and allocate a truck. But by taking them off, it allows the trucks to go move some other stuff around. So this guy's got 2 trucks. See, it almost doesn't need them, though. Let's see how fast this truck becomes free again. Oh, he's going all the way. Well, 2 makes sense then, I guess. That's keeping the excavator busy while this guy drops off. Not bad. But boy, yeah, once we get conveyors, there'll be a lot less of the silliness of these trucks just driving, 3 feet to the building next door to deliver materials. Keep an eye on food. Food's going down a little bit. We got to keep an eye on that. We got burned last time. Water looks great. Again, I'm thinking about adding another water collector and maybe another water tank. But I don't want to do that till we get in a little better situation with our construction parts. I would like to get the fuel depot down, or the fuel stations down, but I can't. Okay, what are we waiting on here? This guy's ready, right? Yeah. Should there be a warehouse here? Seems like there should, right? And then we'll just belt into this thing, and then we'll have a supply of concrete blocks. Seems like that makes sense to me. Water's not great here. I suppose we could put another water collector. We've got room. But right now, that's not the limiting factor. In fact, some of that's going to actually accumulate while we're sitting here waiting for stuff to get built. We've got the concrete parts. We got the blocks. Let's go ahead and build the electric assembly building, right? Where are you? Yeah, we're good to go on this. Let's see. I'm going to move it back a little bit. Maybe that's not the most efficient, but I'm going to do it. Okay, we need to bring in wood here. So once we get belts down, these trucks are going to have a heck of a time bringing the wood over. Let's see. How do we want to do that? We could double back this way if we wanted. Well, I guess eventually they're going to collect trees from up here. Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know if there's an efficient way to account for the wood. What is this? All right, let's plunk one down here. Just trying to read these inputs. There's several things there, I guess, on the input ports here. Let's pump that guy down. We can pick a recipe. We'll stick with the level 2s. Well, boy, now I'm at a question. One question I've got is what we could do is just send through to a level 1 factory. Matter of fact, let me pause this before they start getting on it. But we could send through and first make the construction part level 1s, and then add another one that immediately makes the construction part level 2s, and just chain them together. That way we're not pulling level 1 construction parts from here, and we can have more stuff happening with conveyor belts. So we don't need any additional iron parts for the construction part 2. So I think that's what I want to do now. I don't know if I'm going to pay a price for deleting this, but I'm going to do it anyway because that's the design I want. So I'm going to get rid of this guy. Nothing was built there yet. I'll right click to get out of there. Then I'm going to do a manual assembly. This is going to get us our regular construction parts. I wonder if these are, is it slower in this one by any chance? Okay, this guy says 20 seconds. And this one says, what? 30 seconds. 4 plates plus 2 wood. I'm looking at the top item here. And 20 seconds, I'm assuming that's what that means. 20 seconds gets us 4 construction parts. This is 4 and then 2. I see. This is the lower level one. So this one is going to be slower. How much do these guys put out? I said I usually don't bother with the equations here. 40 seconds, we get 8. So out of both of these, 40 seconds, we'll get 16 iron plates. 16 iron plates every 40 seconds. Yeah, shoot, I can't tell. 16 iron plates every 40 seconds. So let's do these. I think they're more efficient. Let's do them. I could be wrong. We are going to burn diesel because they're electrified. But I'm going to lay down 2 of these. They're basically going to feed right into each other. I'm not going to put storage in between. I'll leave room in case I want to branch that belt. Yeah, this is going to chew up some parts, but I think it'll pay off in the long run. Now, very early, we can go ahead and start jamming on these. We'll just borrow from here because we don't have the conveyors yet. We'll get some construction part level 2s going out of this guy. All right, conveyor belts have been researched. Let's pause and we'll take a look at, let's pick another research and then we'll read the tutorial on the logistics. Ship dock repair, let's just do that. Boom. So that's going. Escape out of that. And then let's read our little tutorial here on logistics. Excuse me. There are 2 main ways to transport products, trucks and transports. Each way has its advantages and disadvantages. Okay, trucks, we're familiar with that. Okay, however, for periodic deliveries, it is better to build dedicated conveyor belts. Otherwise, the trucks can easily get overwhelmed and machines in your factory will frequently be waiting for inputs and outputs. You can see the current load on your logistics system in the overview panel on the top left of the screen. So right now we're doing pretty good. I took 2 trucks off of harvesting wood. I may need to put 1 back, but that helped and we've been building trucks. So we're in good shape right now with trucks. Just saying some products can't be transported by truck. For example, molten products and some gases such as steam require transports. Okay, makes sense. Trucks automatically prioritize deliveries where needed. To storages, trucks deliver under the following cases. First, some other entity needs to get rid of the product at a high priority. For example, the machine that produced them, and there's no other entity that really needs them. Second, a truck needs to unload already loaded cargo, either a truck from a mine or wood harvesting, and there's no other entity that needs them at high priority. This can become an issue when storages are connected to machines to serve as buffers. Okay. To override this behavior, you can drag the green slider to the right, which means that trucks will prioritize deliveries to the storage until it gets filled up to the green slider. Yeah, I don't know. Well, that, I'm not sure I want to worry about that. Storages are emptied by trucks only when their products are needed somewhere else. If you want to keep storage actively empty, like removing slag, drag the red slider to the left. Oh, interesting. Okay. That makes sense. So if you wanted to store your slag, which we're probably going to need to do here pretty soon if I'm not already, we could store that in a loose storage and then just prioritize kind of unloading that so things don't back up. All right. Smelting the iron chain below. I'm probably going to miss something obvious here, but makes sense. Yeah, they're outputting straight all their slag straight into a buffer. So this is new. I think this diagram's new from the last time I played. I don't remember this one. But yeah, they're using storage for everything, all the buffers. So several people have commented that's a good way to go, and they want to see me do that. So maybe we'll move in this direction. I'm not totally sure yet, but that it makes sense. That's a nice clean layout here too. Better than what I've got. All right, transports. Okay, we saw this before. Once machines are connected via transports and a first product is delivered, the trucks will no longer try to deliver that type of product and let the transports do the job. The same applies for output products. Once a product is successfully removed via transport, trucks will no longer serve the machine. So that all makes sense. And they're talking about transport height clearance for vehicles. All transports except the molten metal channels can go up and down. You can raise or lower the endpoint by pressing E and Q during the building process. This is handy when trying to make space for vehicles to go under. Trucks can go under any transports that are at height 2 or higher. However, other vehicles such as excavators cannot go under transports, period. In order to let them pass transports, you can use a ramp. Interesting. A dirt ramp that you make yourself, or is there an actual ramp? Anyway, I'm not sure. We should be good. Yeah, we're good. Hit play. Let this thing move. We should be getting construction materials level 2 here. That means I should be able to start doing conveyors. Right? Let's see. We don't have any in inventory yet. What's this guy waiting on? Probably concrete blocks. They need to be transported quite a ways. Now, I can't imagine it makes sense to run a belt from way over here, but this guy is producing concrete blocks. Somebody must be taking them because, yeah, here we go. Finally, check it out. We're going to get our first little batch of 4 construction part level 2s. And I think I'm going to start using those for conveyors. I think that's the smart way to do it. Got to keep an eye on food here. 73 months. That's how we got starved out last time. I don't want to repeat that. I don't want to relive that history. So this farm is producing crop, and then we'll have 3 cycles. So this will take it down to 70. Then we'll be at 80, 90, 100 for fertility. And then we can switch this guy over to potatoes, and this guy will stay at pretty much 100% fertility for all the growth cycles. But yeah, I think conveyors first, and maybe the second thing is irrigated farms. I want to add more water here too, more tanks for water storage so we can withstand any droughts. But yeah, I think conveyors make the most sense. This guy is storing iron plates. Let's see if we can start doing this. Flat conveyor. I don't need trucks to go under here once this is built. I wonder if I got to wait for this truck to get out of my way. Let's see. That'll take care of that. And then this guy, boy, I put these really close together, didn't I? Let's see. These iron plates are mainly feeding here. Hopefully wood can get through to all these. That's the least efficient truck route that I've got, I think. So we're going to block off these passageways. This could be an issue for us, but we'll see. And then I guess I'm going to connect this over here. Trucks can get around and at least build these conveyor belts. And then this is meant to be storage for construction parts. We can belt that too. And get a little more efficiency out of it. How is this guy doing on inputs? Looks like he's doing pretty good. Yeah, boy, yeah, kind of messed things up here. I guess I could rip out these coal plants along with this smokestack And... or I could keep the smokestack for our furnace here, blast furnace. But I'm just saying, if we wanted to add storage, loose storage, yeah, if I could probably rip this stuff out and add storage that would feed these guys, these two blast furnaces. Unfortunately, I got it pretty crowded right by their input ports, but we could make something work there and have it be a little more efficient. Hey, check it out. There's our conveyors. They're doing their thing. I do think it's a good way to spend the level 2 building parts that we've got. Unity looks awesome. Let's boost. How about we boost? We got too much Unity right now. I'm going to boost here and then boost these guys. We got tons. Maintenance is looking really good. Diesel could be better. Diesel could be better. We could boost this guy. I don't think these guys have a surplus of oil. I'd have to boost everything here. Let's... I don't know if it makes sense to boost our distiller if we're not boosting the pumps. And that's 5 things to boost. That would chew through our Unity pretty quick. Let's hold off on that. We are going to need to... I would like to have more diesel. All right, our belts are doing pretty good over here. Let's add more. Let's add more. This is storage for construction part 1s. Let's add more belts. Got to keep an eye on the food supply. Do not want to run out. Oh, look at this one. I put it in backwards. Oh, well. Is that worth... I guess it doesn't matter. It probably doesn't matter. I mean, it's going to cost more parts, more rubber to put in this belt this way. It's really goofy, but we'll do it. And then this one, we could get a little creative and just say, hey, why don't you come over here? It's not much shorter, but I think that'll work. We'll find out. We will find out. All right, we got the same situation over here. This guy, let's change the recipe. Let's put this guy on the construction part 2s. We'll change this guy over to construction part 1s. Maybe I'll wait till this cycle completes. And we can add some conveyors. Again, I'm keep looking up at that food to make sure we're not going to get caught off guard on that. There's that one. I'm going to do this just because it's different. It's really the only reason why I'm doing it this way. Just because it's different. Just for fun. This guy... okay, he's almost done. Okay, no more of that. I want him focused on... or this one focused on the level 1 construction parts. And then we're going to pipe those in with a conveyor into this guy. And again, I don't think I can get the cement blocks over there. I think we're going to have to truck those. I don't know of an easy way of doing that. How's this guy doing? Oh, I didn't select a product. Yeah, I seem to do that a lot. It's not super close by, but that'll keep this guy working constantly. Let's go ahead and belt these guys up. This is just water he's got. So these can be belted, no problem. Run conveyors. Ooh, will not take a conveyor? What do you take? Pipe? For sand. Huh? Let's see. Is it want a pipe? No. What do you want? Oh, a U-shaped conveyor. So this is like holding a scoop. It's kind of like a scoop, I guess. All right, this is a flat conveyor. That's just our storage. And let's make sure I selected something here. Of course, I didn't. Concrete slabs. That should be good. Water is good. I still want to add more. Just paranoid of the drought, since that's what killed us. All right, we got to build more settlement space. Let's do it. Let's plop one of those down. I don't know that it's the end of the world if we don't have it, but let's do it just because I think that's what's intended. And then we should be able to do the irrigated farms real soon. All right, where is housing and services? There we go. Housing. Plunk that guy down. I don't know if I need more of these. Is there a way to tell? Monthly need. Yeah. Maybe, I guess this adds to our storage of food, right? We've got 197. How can that not be more than 74 months worth? Let's add another one of these just for the heck of it. Food market. Let's do it. Housing and services, food market. Takes 5 people. We got plenty of workers. And I'm basically doing this. Okay. Boy, you could pipe food in, couldn't you? So if we add more irrigated farms, maybe we do it over here. Although we just laid down a bunch of water way over here for the farms. But yeah, we could have just piped food right into these buildings. I'm going to plunk another one of these down. All right, our conveyors look like they're doing their thing. And this is working fine. We're feeding both assembly buildings, so that's cool. Unity's at 38, and somehow we're positive on Unity or neutral. Okay. Wow. This one's really kicking out the parts. Or this guy's just producing slow and doesn't have a place to dump. Okay, we need storage for construction part 2s. Let's set up a warehouse for that. And a conveyor. Still keep looking up at that food. I'm telling you, every minute I'm looking up at this food level because I do not want to come up short like we did last time. Okay, this guy, once he's done with this current growth cycle, we're going to switch this over to potato. And then we should be good. This is going to take us up to 90. That's going to take us up to 100, like I said. So we'll keep an eye on that. This one is working its way up too. This will be 60, 70, 80, and then down to 10 fertility. Down to 70 fertility. So this has got a few more cycles before it's back up to 100%. And then this guy is good, right where we want it. Water, how we doing on everything? Fuel looks okay. Oh, we talked about another excavator. How are these guys? How are our smelter guys here doing? They're doing okay. They could use a little more iron, right? To keep these guys moving. Let's go build that additional excavator that several people have recommended. Let's do it. And then I guess we should be looking at coal as well. Coal looks pretty good. Yeah, coal's still looking really good just with the one excavator. Yeah, in fact, the dry storage or the loose storage is almost full on that. So, wow, night and day difference for the mining, right? So much better than last season. Check it out. We're storing up a bunch of concrete. The sand, we could put another truck over here. Where's our excavator? Oh, he's probably getting gas. Maybe that's next, right? Is our excavator going across the map to get gas? I don't see it. It's somewhere. Can I get to that guy here? Can I find him? Oh, that wasn't right. I wonder how I see that guy. There he is. Yeah, he had to go get gas. I'm guessing he came down this way, right? Oh, man, that's a trek. Let's see if we can get a fuel station over here. And again, I'm not certain where the best place is to put these things. But my understanding is they collect diesel and then there's trucks that help distribute it to go feed the excavators. So I don't know if it makes the most sense to put this right near your diesel production or if it makes sense to put it where the fuel is needed. Provides a fueling service for excavators. Assigned trucks will automatically refuel excavators on their mining sites so that no mining time is wasted. Fuel station. Okay. Let's do the first one over here. Maybe kind of in between the diesel production and the mining site. And maybe I'll put on our little thing so I'm not like on top of a deposit we might tap into. How about over here somewhere? I know it's not perfect, but that's where I'm going to put it. Oh, or we could pipe in diesel to it. That would make a lot of sense, right? Let's try something like that. Let's rotate this guy. And then I'm going to run a pipe. Kind of try the elevated pipe here for the first time. Again, this diesel production, though, eventually this is going to wear out. We're going to exhaust that fuel supply. I need to select research, too. Let's go ahead and just take this guy. And then I got to go Q. I thought it was Q and E, right? They said too high is enough. So I don't know. Can I get back down? And then Q to come down, maybe? Sure. And all right. That's something. It's not ideal, but at least that allows trucks to get under. And finally, we'll get to see how that works. I think we have to assign trucks to this. All right, let's see. Let's see. We need this to pick up. We really need this building, right? I guess we can try and upgrade a farm. Let's try this crappy one. If I upgrade, I guess I still don't get to pick where the water ports are. Yeah, I figured it's going to be right where I don't want them. I think this is the output for the food, and I think this here is the input for the water. Should we just delete that thing and turn it around? It's a little crap, right? Are we going to kill our food supply if we do that? This is the least efficient farm. How much do the farms cost? Irrigated farm. Oh, man. Well, we're just going to start from this one. How much does this guy cost? 30 construction parts. Shoot. Yeah, this really doesn't work. Oh, man, I just hate to risk losing our farm, but it's not great just because of the water. I suppose we could put some water collectors over here or something and pipe some water over. Or we could run a pipe from way over here. What does the pipe cost? Is it nothing? That's two building blocks. So 2 building blocks versus just deleting this thing up and using 30. So is there 15 pipe segments worth of waste here? I think there is. I'm tempted to tear this out. Should we be bold and do it? We could move it anywhere we want at that point, too. We could even move it over here. Or we could do something temporary. Yeah, shoot. Trying to figure it out. Let's let this thing go. And then let's put another irrigated farm over this way. Maybe this is a better place for them anyway. And then let's plan the water and the food connections. The food connection's fine to come out that way. We can run a big long conveyor. But then our water, or maybe, let's see. Does that make sense? I'm thinking we can just belt that food in. Boy, I'd like to fit 2. I can't quite get, I can barely get 2 if I do it this way. I want to leave room for more. Let's try one there for the heck of it. We'll see. I'm thinking we could put some water collection over this way. Feed in here for the water, and then dump out here for food. We can split the belt and feed both of these food markets. So we're going to need water collection over here if we do this. Why don't we put a couple in just to get us started? In fact, it looks like, let's see, where would the next farm go? Could we get another irrigated farm up here? Unity is really high. I'm going to pause from this activity. Let's jump in and pick research. I think we're wasting Unity. Transport balancing. What else do we have? Not much. Oh, we've got, yeah, groundwater pump. Can I do this? It says to do. Oh, maybe just the description is to do. Well, what else we got? Vehicles management. Increase vehicle limit by 25. What is our vehicle limit? How do I know? Where would that be? Vehicles management, total owned is 13. Available to assign is 8. In mining operations, 4. Tree harvesting. Oh, I don't know. I thought I saw this. Okay, here it is up here. 17 out of 45. We don't need that one. That's not urgent. I'm going to pause because we got lots of stuff to think about here. And we're just about ready to wrap up this episode. Tell you what. Yeah, let's pick the research and then we'll wrap this episode up. We've got groundwater pump, transport balancing. I'm not really that keen on this. Or we've got vehicles management or power generation. Now, where is the copper processing stuff? Have we done everything we need to do there? Advanced diesel. I think that's something we want. What are we missing for this? Why can't I do this one? Oh, we got to go find our, that's right. We got to go find the oil rig. So we got to get to doing the maintenance on our ship dock so we can get our ship out there exploring. I almost forgot all about that. Power generation. This will keep us busy. Let's do this. Power generation. And then hit play, hit pause. Okay, so the research is going. Yeah, when we come back, let's take a look. We'll do a little bit more kind of planning over here and seeing what makes sense. We're going to have groundwater pump available to us. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, we'll come back and we'll figure out what to do. Maybe put some more farms closer to our little village complex here. I don't know how big we're going to need to expand this. Yeah, I'm just not sure really if I should be saving space over here or not. Anyway, we will figure it out as we go. For now, this is Glidercat signing off, saying thanks so much for watching. If you like this content, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. I definitely appreciate that. It helps my channel grow and it helps people see these videos. So definitely appreciate that. But yeah, again, for now, just thanks again for watching and I'll see you in the next episode.